Hello and welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. We're really excited to be joined today by Benedictine College. We'll hear from the Ravens as they prepare for the upcoming season. Let's start with introductions. Leah, go ahead and introduce yourself with name, hometown, and year in school.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah Rains. I'm from Meriden, Kansas, and I'm a senior here at BC.
Okay. Coach, let's go ahead and introduce yourself and years you've been head coach there.
Okay. Yep. I'm Chad Folsom. This is going on my 22nd year now here at Benedictine College.
Very good. Coach, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about Aaliyah and her importance to your program.
I tell you, Aaliyah is a four-year player for us in their senior year. She's this year a captain for us. And I'll say she's probably one of the hardest workers on our team. She's a great defensive player. She can attack and get to the basket. She also shoots the three well. Has really worked on that this summer. I'd also say she's probably this summer has probably improved the most of anybody on our team. So she's had a great off season this summer, really worked on her game, and she's been phenomenal. And we're just looking for great things this year. You know, she was honorable mention all conference last year and a member of the all defensive team, but I think she's going to be a great leader for us this season.
No, that's great. Aaliyah, let's get to know you a little bit better. What's your major and what are some career plans for you maybe after basketball?
My major is business management, and I'm kind of thinking about my 5th year here at BC, but other than that.
Yeah, coach is probably happy to hear that.
Other than that, I'm hopefully maybe one day I'll be CEO of a company or something. My dad has a company, so I'm kind of interested in that, but business management is what I'm thinking.
Oh, very good. Yeah, what has the experience been like for you, Aaliyah, to be a student athlete at Benedictine, and what has it meant to you to be able to continue to play basketball at BC?
I think it's playing here at BC. I think it's really helped me grow as a person and a basketball player. It means a lot that I get to play basketball after college because most students or athletes don't get to do that. So I'm very thankful that I got the chance to come play here, but overall BC has shaped me in my personal life, my basketball life, and just making relationships here is really great.
That's good to hear. Coach, the Heart sent 5 teams to the national tournament last year. Talk about that accomplishment as a conference and the pride your program takes in playing in the Heart.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Heart of America Conference is one of the top in the country. Last year I think we sent the 3rd most teams to the national tournament with 5, and all of them did well when they got there. 4 of them won in the first game, 2 went to the Sweet 16, and 1 went all the way to the Final Four. So it really tells you a lot about our conference. We've got great coaches in this league. And this year, I think even more so, we got a lot of teams bringing back a lot of players. We have a ton of depth, as a conference, and we got a lot of top tier athletes, in our conference. So I think our league is definitely one of the best in the country, and having the opportunity to play in that league every year has been awesome. And knowing that every night you got to be prepared, because everybody's going to bring their A game, and it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a challenge every single night, which makes it fun.
And Coach, you've had a couple weeks of practice or just kind of getting started. What are some positives you've seen from your squad so far this year?
We're progressing. We graduated 5 seniors last year. 3 of them were all conference. So we've got some pieces to fill. We've got a couple starters back, Aaliyah being one of them. Kennedy Nicholson also started towards the end of the year, as well as of course, Allie Kramer is coming back from an injury, so we'll talk about all that, I guess, in a few minutes. But I think that we've been progressing. We've got new players that we're mixing in. We've got some injuries we're dealing with right now too, especially in our inside game. So I think as the preseason progresses, as the season progresses, we're going to get better and stronger as we go along, as we get these pieces back into place. But been very pleased with the effort and the intensity, and I think our gals are picking things up, and we're kind of a team that's based a lot on, doing the little things correctly. So we got a lot of learning going on right now, trying to figure out those little things and get better at them. But I think we'll get there.
Aaliyah, you were named to the Heart All Defensive Team last year. What did that mean to you to be awarded that honor?
I think it was really cool because usually we get people that are good at offense and they get all the attention for it. But I thought it was pretty cool that they started the defensive team because it takes a lot of hard work to play defense, especially against really good players in our league. So I was just super proud of myself and thankful that I got the award.
Leah, as a player, what's it like night in, night out, competing in the heart against such great competition?
It's definitely challenging because we do have so many great people and teams in our league, but we all work together and we hold each other accountable and just work together as a team to go in every single night and do our best. So it's definitely tough, but we pull it together when we need to.
Coach, along with Aaliyah, who are some of the returners that are back this year?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we have Leah was an honorable mention all conference player, as was freshman last year, Kennedy Nicholson. She's really stepped up in the point guard position. She's really come back with a lot more confidence, I think, this year. As I mentioned, Allie Kramer, she went down in January with a knee injury, but she's already in the mix and been practicing with us, and slowly we're building her back up. So we're excited to get her back on the floor for us as a point guard as well. We had a couple forwards that played a fair amount last year, returning senior Twyla Carasquillo. She's a scorer, and I think she's ready to step into that role a little more this year for us. And then Jennifer Jacobs, long post player, 6'1". She played a fair amount last year, more as the season progressed as a freshman. And she also had a great summer, I think, really put in a lot of work and is really developing her game. So we're excited to see her in the mix as well. So those are the key gals that we had that are returning. We've got others that were part of it. Riley Wade played some minutes for us in the wing spot. And then we've got, some new players coming in as well that we're excited about mixing in. And then one other, I guess, forget to mention here, but Kyra Mizaraka, we haven't seen her in practice yet. That's probably why I forgot, right? But 6'3" post player, played a fair amount last year. She dealt with some injuries throughout the year. She's dealing with a little bit right now, but we're hopeful we get her back in the mix as we get into November, and she brings a really strong inside presence for us, and hopefully fill in for the post that we lost last year.
Coach, let's talk about a couple additional awards your team earned last year. Your longtime assistant coach Andy Conley was the co-assistant coach of the year. Tell us about her and the importance she has on your program.
It's awesome. Andy's been with me now for 15 years, so it's pretty amazing. That's really unheard of, in college basketball to have an assistant with you that long. And so we're very thankful. She's part of our program, and as long as we've been together, we kind of know each other pretty well as far as reading each other's minds and what we're thinking there, which is good. And we're on the same page on what we're trying to achieve here as a program and what we want, what we think is important in the development of our players on and off the court. She's also plays a significant role being a female in our program. It's great to have her. She's almost like your mom, right? Gives you a mom figure on the team that can be there and help as well. But we've been very blessed to be together here at Benedictine for this long.
Coach, your team was awarded the inaugural Hart Sportsmanship Team Award last year. What did that mean to you and your team to receive that?
It's pretty special. That's the first year that they gave that award, and to be recognized, our team be recognized for that is special. But I think like Aaliyah was alluding to earlier, we do a lot on trying to develop our players, not just basketball players, but people. We want them to respect each other, respect their opponents, always play fair, always be there for each other and grow as individuals on and off the court. So it's pretty nice that what we're trying to build here is was recognized by people on the outside, that could see it and see it and recognize that that's who we are and what we're about. So it was special that we were able to earn that award this past year.
Last question for you, Aaliyah. For fans that maybe haven't visited Benedictine for a game or campus, tell us a little bit about the BC campus and the Atchison community.
The campus is really beautiful, and it's just a great place to come and visit. But we got a new basketball court this year, and it's the Ravens skyline. So people should come out and come see it because it's really neat. But the community here is amazing. It's always like a family. So coming here, and you could definitely see the community being built and just the support that everybody has for each other.
Awesome. And Coach, last question for you. We're asking every head coach the same thing, but what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear Hart women's basketball?
Great basketball, toughness all the way around, great teams, great coaches. you know, one of the top NAI program or conferences in the country, no doubt.
Awesome. Well, Coach Folsom, Leah, great stuff. Thank you so much for joining us today, and best of luck this year.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks, Tyler.